We've made it home. A very long day. I'm in here just heating up my grab. I'm about to make a quick smoothie, eat some dinner, and then I will say with these braces, it definitely makes it tougher to eat. The pain isn't that bad. I know, like, most people care about that, but I have these things on the side of my teeth that help me kind of separate my jaw, so that way I'm not like biting on the braces, I guess. And I can't chew with my back teeth with them. It's just like it's on one tooth on both sides, and then chewing with the front teeth is just very awkward. So yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out something in between, but I tried to make sure I had as many random one-offs that would align with what my current situation is. In the meantime, I'll set up my tripod. I'll be right back. I'll set my tripod up and talk to you guys. Okay, yeah, so in the little baby kitchen in my room, getting another smoothie, got a tripod going. There's no space in front, so I'm just gonna talk to you like this. But overall, we had a very great, successful day. I had a situation, was that yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. And truly, like, I'll go into another video in detail on kind of what happened, but I just kind of had a ton of aggression that needed to come out today, and I accidentally took a boxing class. So I went in early, went and trained a little bit, got myself warmed up, stretched, the whole 9 yards, and then the class started, so I just jumped in thinking it's my class, and it was a boxing class. So when I was finished, it was like, kickboxing. I was like, oh snap. So I ended up doing a ton of training today, and I'm not mad at it. It was super helpful, because where things are for me right now, like, I was just really angry and anxious and needed an outlet to be able to just let my hands go, let my feet go. And I was definitely able to do that today, so that was fantastic. But on the other half, there's a ton of recovery that's needed from that. So with that recovery that is required now, can I do that? No, because then let's bring this up a little bit more and then down. Yeah, so now there's a ton of recovery that's needed, and I'm doing a lot of it, right? Like, I did 25 minutes in the sauna, 5 minutes in the ice bath today. I went and did a 90-minute massage, taking all of my supplements. I'm upping my protein, the whole 9 yards. So I'm doing all the things that would ultimately get me in the right space, but I'm going to have to ramp it up mainly just so that way I don't get injured in the middle of my massage earlier, and they're not letting me film anymore there. But in the middle of my massage, my right thigh cramped up. So based on that, I'm going to, I have some plans tomorrow that I'm gonna try out. If it does work, then I'm gonna add that to my routine. And then I have another idea that I'll do this week. If these things work, then that would be magical right now, because I just kind of have the feeling of like I might get injured. So instead of being cheap, let me do all the right things now, everything preventative, and then if they work, then I'll be able to enhance my training. I'm gonna turn this blender on, then I'm gonna grab my food, get myself set up, and then we'll talk about today and goal setting and everything else. Alrighty, I got my food. I just got some Indian food off of Grab, so some chickpeas, some spinach and lentils, and then smashed potatoes, which is mashed potatoes, and then some naan bread. Don't laugh at me, because the way I'm about to eat is going to be very pitiful. I have the remainder of my smoothie. And I got some coconut water here. Literally, they like make it fresh. I wish I had a bigger, sorry about that. I wish I had a bigger refrigerator and I could have had an actual freezer, because then I would have ice and then I made me my own coconut smoothie. But it's all good. With the mashed stuff, it's super easy because there's no chewing that's involved. But wait till I get to the naan bread and everything else. But it's not so simple. But yeah, back to my training today. Reflecting on it, it was a perfect storm of what was needed. One of the trainers that I was working with me, James, kind of got into my brain that every punch doesn't have to be strong. And everyone's been preaching to me, relax, right? Like, so that's one of the things I'm trying to work on. I like actively try to like breathe. And then I trained at James in Chiang Mai. Had taught me like the little dance you can do in your stance, which like helps me relax. So I was definitely more wound up though, and from that, I most definitely, I was humbled by like my first class. Like I was out of it, and then when they said kickboxing, I was like, oh, I messed up. But I pushed through. The warm-up jump rope portion I wasn't able to really do, because I think I was more on the dehydrated side. So there's that. Here we go. This is the part you're gonna laugh at me about. was tough to get through. It's impossible to just straight up bite. But there's gonna be stuff all in my teeth, so just bear with me. But once I was able to get to like my traditional training, I just really pushed my body, and it felt good. Like, I walked out of class today super exhausted to the point where I almost fell off my bike. And they have like guys that deal with the road for you, so he literally had to catch the bike for me. So when I went to swing my leg over the bike, me and the bike was going down. And that's just like me pushing my limits. But I really want to, on my goals, like one that I really want to work on right now is like defeat this back pain, right? Like I'm like working towards it, but it's not happening, and it's really affecting my training. Starting tomorrow, I'm going to add more things to my daily routine to help with that. And then I'm going to reach out to the mobility guy and just kind of sit down with him and maybe get a few different things I can do on my own to kind of help with that. And then I'm also going to sit down with Leonardo, which is the Brazilian guy who's like what I want to be when I grow up. He's like 48 and just moves like elastic. Like he's the smoothest moving, fantastic technique. So from training standpoint, I'm gonna work with them too and try to like pick their brains and see what I can do to kind of help myself out. I've made a decision that like I'm gonna give myself 2 days of rest on the weekend, but on Saturdays I'm going to, so from training, so I'll still be doing yoga, but I'm gonna still go into the gym and then strictly do recovery, so do the sauna, the ice bath, and that kind of stuff. So my goal is to get like up to 15 minutes in the ice bath. It doesn't have to be straight. It can be in 3 minutes or 3 to 5 minutes or 15 1 minutes for all I care. But I most definitely want to enhance and incorporate that. The massage I had earlier today was good. I do want to try a like branded sports massage and see if there's anything particularly different. I think one of the things that, when I know my Jessica, she makes sure that, and she's super rough with me, which is perfect. The young lady who I had today, I've had her once or twice already, but she's really gentle with me, and I thought I'd be like, oh, more pressure, more, and then if I move at all, she gets like really scared, like if she hurt me, and I'm like, I'm too little, you're not hurting me. I wish you could. There's a level of like pain or pressure that I like in the massages that like actually give me relief. My right thigh though, she had me sit up to kind of put her elbows on my shoulder. I couldn't cross my legs or put my legs straight my right thigh and the upper area was like compulsing, and that was happening earlier when I was recovering in the sauna. So I've been kind of going in there and then doing different positions. So I kind of had my leg up and I was kind of doing this motion here to try to open up my hips and stretch out my hamstrings. And right side, nice and easy. Left side, going to second landing, it couldn't happen. And going to this first landing, it didn't happen. So I had to like bend my leg and then kind of work my way to go straight. Hold it until the pressure got too much, release and go back. So just being very mindful of that. I'm also in the middle of getting information for a potential new place to stay. It's the same price that I'm paying here, but instead of 45 minutes away, 30 to 45 minutes away, depending on traffic, it's a 10-minute walk, which is a 2-minute bike ride. And with that just makes a world of difference, because like my goal is when I get to next month, I want to ramp my training up. So I want to do morning and evening classes, and I want to add the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu in there as well. What the heck is that? So to be able to do that, let's say for instance I want to take a nap or whatever the case may be, like being that close is going to be able to be helpful versus being that far away. Also, it just seems right. It seems like right now everything is going like, you know, Murphy's Law is actually happening. What go wrong will go wrong. So because of how far I am, if something pops up and it needs my immediate attention, I'm missing class, or like readjusting and just doing evening classes. So based on that, I'm 10 minutes away. It's actually not that hard. Like if something needs my attention, you know, from 10 minutes of walking, 2 minutes away, I can legitimately go to the gym, handle what I need to handle, put my attention to it, and then go make my class. So I'm putting all of those things to my thought process. As far as these braces, everyone's fine. Like, they were telling me like, oh, make sure you buy painkillers, and pain don't bother me. The Invisalign is actually worse to me, because it was like you felt it from all angles, like top, bottom, left, right. This one I just kind of feel like in the front. The only thing I'll say is the wire that goes across on top. The back part wasn't doled out, and it's long, and it like stabs me. So I've been putting the wax on there, but like just whatever. To finish this, can I show you how I brush my teeth and go through the full long process of that. And then I'm going to put on all my bombs. That's another part of the recovery. Like, make sure I'm getting my rest, or putting on the balms that like actually help relax everything going on, and go from there. So let me finish this up, wash these dishes, and then we'll meet back in the bathroom in a second so we can brush my teeth. Writing down the work. Alright, time to brush the teeth. I'm starting out with my No BS toothpaste. So I just going in right up, put some water on my toothbrush, and try to rinse normally and circle a little bit in there. I do one on the front, I'm gonna do another section on the back part of my teeth. that part's done. There's my shower filter to fill up the water pick. And then, even though you don't see anything, it always has some random stuff hiding, so. Let's see if I can get a good shot here. This bathroom is tiny. And the sink is even tinier. So after that, everything is nice and clean and together, and all feels nice and fresh. It's about like a 8 to 10 minute process. We do have these. Where are they at? Can't find it right now, but there are these little things that clean in between, but I don't have anything right now. And anything What I will say though is my gap is gone already in one day, and the crowding that was right here has it's not fully done, but it's it's not as crowded as much as it was. And then I can kind of feel with my tongue that I kind of had some teeth like this, where like the back tooth, this one would be here and then this one would be here, and it's feeling like they're lining up. The one in the furthest back is still kind of more here, so that needs to be brought in some. That's the one that bites my cheek a lot. The bottom teeth are also like doing really well there. I will, on this side, it's definitely gonna puncture a good amount of it. I might go back to the dentist and just see if she can clip a piece of that, because it's definitely just stabbing into my cheek, but we'll just see. Alright, I'm gonna call it a night. I'm gonna put my ointment on and start to head to bed, and then get on up, and we got some good fun stuff for tomorrow. So if you haven't already, like, share, subscribe. If not, it's all good. Just make sure you come back and see this process unfold. Talk to you later.